check.
You know what I can't stop drumming?
What?
I don't want to admit it to you. Until it sleeps. Oh my god, I have that in my... I have that stupid song in my head for 2 days now.
Why? Did you hear it somewhere, or is it just...
I don't know why it's in my head. I think because we're talking about Down on the Upside by Soundgarden. And then...
What?
So that was like...
What does that have to do with it?
I was
it
just
wasn't 2 days ago. It was
explain
like
why.
2 hours ago.
It's been a long weekend. Because 1996 was one of our favorite years in music. And that Load, it was Load, right? Load came out in 96. Is it called Load?
Yeah, it's called
With
Load.
the blood and semen on the
And then,
cover. It's disgusting.
and then 97 is Reload.
Could be worse. It could be Ate My Bitch.
Then 97 was like... Don't
You ain't my bitch. Yeah.
Pa-dum-dum-pa-lo.
It's the worst.
Out of
song.
my way, out of my day, out of your mind and into mine.
It's more of that song than I was comfortable with you knowing, Rob.
So here we are in Columbus. We got a big screening tonight. We're gonna do some game hunting in Warp Zone, recording the podcast. Power Tour rolls on.
All right, here we are, Warp Zone. We're on a movie set. What do you think?
This is an actual set from that movie Tender Q.
Tender Q movie set.
Yeah.
Also known as Nintendo Quest in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
It's time to game hunt.
Over there?
Over there. And I got a little confession. Now,
Oh, I don't like this already.
Darren had posted a game online a couple days ago, and I said, hold on to this for me. I may need that for something, but we know this is Warp Zone.
Wait a second. Hang on a
But
second.
we know this is Warp Zone. So we
However, you're cheating.
No, there's no cheat, because we don't know if it's going to be there. This is Warp Zone. There's no guarantees at Warp Zone.
Well, yeah. When they get stuff in, there's no guarantees it's gonna be here because there's
There's villains.
there's a couple of villains around that like to take stuff.
You better
So,
check in the parking lot for any suspicious looking fellas.
I don't know. I smell something funny going on over here.
So there may be one on my list. We don't know what's going on.
What's with the previews? You gave me crap in Texas for walking around doing a victory lap with Jeff and Todd, and now you're here doing previews. He's doing previews
I wasn't
over here.
It was posted online, and I said, hey, if you could, it would be really great maybe if you could sort of hang on to that. I can't force you, but I might be interested in purchasing
You're
that
holding
game.
games.
No, I'm
You're
not.
holding games.
I'm not holding
You're telling them to
anything.
hold games. Okay.
No.
This guy over here.
All right, let's go game hunt.
Let's go.
Warp Zone Video Games and Beyond is the most excellent store that provides a very unique experience and environment for gaming connoisseurs. They focus mainly on Japanese and import titles, which includes many games never released in North America. Also, the second you walk in the store, you'll instantly feel transported to a gaming mecca. You'll see tons of great colorful game merch and familiar characters, but in their non-North American aesthetic. It's truly magical to visit here and hang out with the entire staff, especially the owner, Darren Griffin.
You have Lunar Eternal Blue down here
Yes, in a custom case.
in a custom case.
It was given to us, traded into us loose. So we don't like to sell
Can I
loose
see it?
games, but when it's something like Potful Mail or
Yeah, which is another
Lunar.
working designs
Yeah.
game.
Like the one you left behind in Texas?
Yeah, but at least this.
What am
case
I
is
heckling
still
you
up.
for?
Yeah, why are you heckling me?
I don't know.
Lunar Eternal Blue is the sequel to Lunar Silver Star, both initially released on Sega CD and later for the PS1. For the last year, I've really started to dig into the Working Designs Releases, which is a Californian company that released high-quality games in North America for the Sega CD and Sega Saturn. The Working Designs games are not only worth a good chunk of change, but they also represent the high watermark for RPGs, my favorite genre of games by far.
You finally do, you find out it's too late. I'm sorry for this, baby. And you know I love you, baby. And you made me do this, baby. It won't happen again.
I don't really do the portable stuff much. I dabble here and there, but
Well, there's one game that I do for Game Boy, and this is the game I saw Darren post online.
is it here?
I don't see it yet. Do you still have it? Oh boy. So, Darren, what is the PC Engine Shuttle PC Engine?
The PC Engine Shuttle is just another variant of NEC's PC Engine. It was marketed towards children, hence all the kids on the box. It's not upgradable, so you can't plug in a CD system into it later. You're pretty much stuck with what you get.
It kind of looks like a toy,
It only does the
right?
hue cards. Yeah, it's shaped like the spaceship, and it's got the exclusive controller that can only be gotten with the set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The cool wavy.
Yeah, the cool wavy bottle.
$2.99.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mean,
but
it's
you
a
won't see it
collector's piece.
often.
It's not going to be
Of course it
something
is.
that you play very much at all.
It might be in trouble. That's for sale?
Oh yeah, yeah.
This.
Punch Out, yeah.
I saw that as soon as we walked in. That's the game that I thought that you had
No.
held for you
No,
illegally.
the game that I asked Darren to hold for me is right here.
Oh, wow.
It's-
With no price.
It's Shantae for
No one
Game
else
Boy
is gonna-
Color.
Wow.
It is the Game Boy Holy Grail.
Really? See,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's the Game Boy Holy Grail right there.
Whoa, mama. I've been looking for Shantae for the last 4 years, ever since I started to dig into the history of Way Forward Technologies, a company that recently brought us the remastered version of DuckTales, which of course was based on the NES Classic. Shantae for the Game Boy Color was released in 2002, way late for that handheld's lifespan and well into the Game Boy Advanced era. But it's a solid platformer that has since spawned a couple of digital-only releases that have continued the franchise's legacy. This is awesome.
But that's not on the list.
That's on my list.
That is?
That's on my list.
How expensive is that?
It's 250.
I thought we weren't going crazy.
You have your list and I have my list. What do you mean not going crazy,
Oh, yeah.
Splatterhouse?
I didn't think. Oh, that wasn't on the list.
Oh, so that's okay.
So,
This is stuff I've always wanted.
are you gonna pay $200 for that?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yes. There's no dilemma here. That game is coming home with me. It was a good day.
It was a good day. It never ceases to amaze me what Darren gets. It's been a couple long years, but I'm glad we came back. What did you get?
I got some games on my list to knock off. So I got Lunar, Eternal Blue. It isn't the original case. There is no manual, but you keep urging me to go out of my comfort zone.
I'm proud of you for that.
So that's what I've done. And then
Proud of you for that.
Puffle Mail, another Working Designs game. Again, not original case, but both good stuff. And then I got one other cool one. But what did you get?
Why is that one gonna be last?
Well, because it's a good game.
Okay, Punch Out, common, whatever. Had to have it. This cool, Bonk, the very first Bonk translated onto PS2.
Yeah.
Original, never seen that one. Boom, done. Banjo, one of my favorites, Japanese N64. Darren pulled this guy out, so Safe Buster, which is a Game & Watch. Awesome.
Nice.
Look at that. CIB Kangaroo on 2600.
The big grail that I found, Shantae for Game Boy Color.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I can't quite describe how awesome this is to finally find it. I've been looking for this game for a while. Great store, knew what I was after, knew my quest, willing to
Wait,
work with me.
Are you mocking me?
So far, best import store ever.
He's mocking me.
With some time to kill before the screening, I was invited to hang out with Chris Bidwell, a local cornerstone of the Columbus gaming scene who has over 5,000 games in his collection, and he's also a two-time Nintendo World Championships competitor.
And
This is your nightmare room?
this is the nightmare room at the moment. I've got several extra consoles for the Retro League and all these boxes that I don't really like collecting, but I can't throw them away, so here they are. I have a Pippin, for Christ's sake.
And here they shall remain.
That's where the Pippin shall stay. My name's Chris Bidwell. I've been a video game collector for more than 20 years. I've also was a finalist in the Nintendo World Championships a couple months ago in Los Angeles. I've been gaming since I was in second grade in the early 80s when my dad brought home an Intellivision, and I've been obsessed with just the idea of controlling images on my television, and you know, the characters and everything else on top of that just made it even better for a kid. And I've gone from system to system since then, and I haven't really stopped except for a couple years in the late 90s. I just kind of paused, and then I discovered retro gaming and eBay, and I just started going backwards, and now you've got over 5,000 games down here in my room. I was collecting for so long, and we bought this house like 5 years ago. The first thing we did was get the basement set up and just go to IKEA and go to town. And that experience of putting all these together and shelving these to make them look this nice, it's got to be OCD, right? I mean, that's got to be what it is. My focus these days is sharing my collection, and so I have podcasts. I also run the Columbus Retro League, where we go out once a month to various game stores and play like retro game tournaments. And I'm coming across new friends that way, as opposed to just online in the collecting scene. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna buy way many more video games than I can ever have time to play. But I do like the idea of sharing my stuff with my friends and other people than just hoarding this stuff to myself. I was in NWC 1990 in Cincinnati. I made it to the semifinals, and I've been kind of obsessed with those competition cartridges ever since then. I have reproductions of all of them, and I've played all the games and pretty familiar with them all. And when they brought back the NWC 2015 version, it was basically just a mishmash of NWC 90 and the Nintendo Campus Challenge 91, so I was already familiar with the mechanics. And I was pretty good at the Dr. Mario game in it, so I was on the top 8 leaderboard, and I went to the Chicago qualifier and won it, and I'm on stage. I'm the oldest person there, and I'm playing against all of these speedrunners and other people that are even better than I am at NWC 15, and it was crazy. And I somehow won the Zelda competition too. So my 13-year-old self got my dream come true, and it was amazing. I couldn't thank Nintendo enough for even just bringing that back, just as in that form with retro games in it. It wasn't just modern stuff. It wasn't just Smash Brothers. It wasn't just Mario Kart. So, I mean, what can you say? That if they never do it again, it's amazing they did it this year, and then I got to be a part of it.
If you were president of the world, or the emperor, if you could make one rule that the entire world had to follow, what would it be?
That's really simple. Everyone would have to be excellent to each other.
Party on, dude.
That's it. I just want everyone to be kind and get along. That's gotta be a rule, and if you don't, you get fried.
Yeah, very kind. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we're spending money on all these new games that we don't know if they're good, or we can spend all the money on games that we know that they're good, but they're not new. So I think because when things come out, we want to get them because they're new.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and I don't know if you're in the same boat as me, where like stuff like Final Fantasy 13, the more realistic it looks, the more bizarre it gets. Like, I really like the cartoony characters a lot better in these big RPGs.
Well, it's like we talked about with box art, right? There's a little bit of imagination that you got to put into it. The more photorealistic it is, it's like, oh, it almost distances you because it doesn't allow you to play in that world, like with your head. What pop culture universe would you want to live in if you could?
Really?
Yeah. And I want you to think about this and what that would mean to live in that universe. So if you say Star Wars, do you really want to live in a universe filled with a dictatorship that rules an entire galaxy?
Yes. Yes, I do. I want to live in a dictatorship.
Now, what side would you be on? Would you try to join the ranks as a stormtrooper?
I would be at Luke's house so quick.
Luke's house? Like it's just down on
I'd be like,
Skywalker Avenue.
I'm like, dude, big fan, open the door. And he'd be like meditating for like 20 years, so he wouldn't even like hear or whatever. But oh yeah, what about you? Don't say like Fraggle Rock or anything dumb like that.
Well, if I was to say that I want to live in a universe like Fraggle Rock, that would basically mean that there just are Fraggles amongst us. Because Doc lives in the universe of Fraggle Rock, but he never sees them.
So I was projecting myself as a Star Wars
In the-
character.
Oh, you see, this is totally different. I'm saying that you are Jay. You're living
No.
on Alderaan. The Empire is out there.
That's what I mean. I'm not a character in the movie, but I'm a
You live
character
in
in
that
the universe. Yeah. So that being said, would you not be a Fraggle then?
No, because
No?
I could be a human. Like, look at Uncle Traveling Matt, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's a Fraggle that goes out into our world, where the humans
It's
exist.
been a while, but yeah, I think I remember him.
Anyways.
Gobo, Wembley, Boober.
Red.
That's all I got. Red.
Yeah.
Red was cute. I liked her.
I would love to live in a world where Jurassic Park was like a real thing.
What are you, nuts?
Dude, just think about how cool. I love amusement parks.
It
though,
would be
right?
great to be chased by T-Rex every day.
It doesn't
You're just
happen
sitting
all
at the
the
bus.
time.
You're sitting at the bus stop. You know, like, oh, when's my bus coming? Ha! Dead. Oops.
No, it's in a contained park. Nothing goes wrong. They have fences. They have the perimeter
Have you
fences in
not
place.
seen the movie? Something always goes wrong.
Not when I'm on the island. We're collectors, and we've collected a few different things.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one collectible thing out there that's known as being collectible that you don't think you could ever get into, and why?
Stamps,
Oh, that's a good one.
coins.
That was mine. Stamps and coins. You know why? Coins are everywhere.
Coins are filthy.
Yeah, but okay, beyond the
Ugh.
germs,
Yeah.
imagine sorting through bins and jars of pennies to find that one penny. Like, I like the thrill of the hunt. I'm good. I'm good when it comes
Yeah,
to
imagine
coins.
like finding a big jar in wherever, an antique store, and it's like, yeah,
Well, this is my next
you're
week.
trying to find the Indian head penny, right? So you're going through like each and every one. Yeah.
And I mean, for that, you basically have to go to the shops where they're all like. I think you could find coins in the wild still because there's so many out there.
Yeah.
But you're pretty much always going to shops.
Just for me, it's kind of. I mean, I have nothing against it by any means, but I find it kind of bizarre to collect currency. You spend the currency.
Yeah, a lot of people collect currency though, right? Like the Canadian $1, $2 bills. People like hang on to those. The American $2 bill, all the
Yeah.
different silver dollar coins and stuff, 50-cent pieces.
I think I would rather do coins than stamps, though, to be honest. Stamps have zero appeal to me. Coins I get. Stamps I don't.
See, I would rather do stamps because they're coming with the new collectible stuff, just like games, right? There's new stuff that's coming out, the collector special edition. So they have the Batman stamps, they have the Jim Henson Muppet stamps. So you can stay up on the current stuff. But I wouldn't want to try to find like a letter from 1918 that had some rare stamp that someone like clicked and like put on there, and now you're putting it on there.
Yeah, I figured it out because I am such a germaphobe that both of those two things are so unappealing because there's so much rotten crap on them.
Yeah, and they've been just around collecting stuff.
Yeah. No pre-licked stamps. I'm good over here. Here we are at the Gateway Film Center, and we are screening Nintendo Quest tonight in Columbus, Ohio. I am super excited and nervous. There's a lot of people who have shown up that we didn't expect, who drove a long way to be here. This theater is state-of-the-art. It's a little bit of a different setting than what we're used to. It's more like the traditional theaters in my hometown. I can smell the popcorn, and I am excited.
All right, Columbus, thank you for having us here. Thank you for allowing us to film Nintendo Quest here, and for the warm welcome as we return with the finished film finally 2 years later.
Are you guys ready? Yeah! Come on. Are you guys ready?
To help understand and maybe appreciate what Jay's going through on his quest, I thought it would be great to speak to some other collectors in the Nintendo community and get their take on the collecting process and how they approach finding the items they want with the money they have.
The first thing I need to identify when I go through the door is where is the classic gaming section? Where do you have your Intellivision games, your Atari 2600 games, your NES games?
It's hard when you actually find the item because then if it's not up to your standards, it's a little disappointing.
Someone comes in here and says to me, hey, I have a rare title. First thing, the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I'm like, all right, let's go see this thing.
Of course, you got the stadium events and all those ones that are just, forget it. It's out of the question.
If the price point is right, it's mine. I'm taking it with me. It's coming home with me that day.
If something big that I've been looking for forever is sitting right in front of me, and even if it's like $20 over the price it should be, if it's the correct item, it's in perfect condition, go ahead and do it.
If I saw a stadium event, I wouldn't be one that could even think about buying it, even if there was a line of people waiting for it and I had it in my hands. It's just too expensive. I couldn't live with myself, or my wife would probably kick me out of the house.
Depending on the funds. Right now, I'm on top of the world. Talk to me a year ago, price meant everything because I didn't have any money.
Collecting takes a long time to get to the point where you want to have your collection exactly where you want it to be.
It's a choice you can make. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to be positive. There are so many good things in this passion that we have in this community. And it's time we start sticking together and celebrating each other, not picking apart one another for what we like or what we don't like. It's cool if you like that. It's cool if he likes different. It doesn't matter. We're all together. The games are just the glue. It's the people that matter. And people like JD, people like Todd, his whole family, and Darren, that's the goal of everything. That's the ultimate collection, to be able to know those people and reach out and say thank you. That's what matters.
I loved it. I was going into this a little bit hesitant, to be completely honest, but I thought it was great. The pacing of it was great, music in it was great because you can't go wrong with chiptunes, and it was a great story to see, so loved it.
It was awesome. It was really, really good. I loved how personal it was. I definitely did not expect it to be, I mean, I knew it was a story about Jay, but I didn't expect to go into the depths of his personality and stuff like that. I really loved that about it. So, and of course, I love that our community in Columbus got a nice chunk of the film, and it was just fantastic. It was great.
I've seen lots of documentaries. I've loved The King of Kong, and it had that same feeling to it. I just wanted to see what was next, and it just hit all those things that I love about video games.
So Columbus is down, man. What do you think?
That was one of the coolest showings we've had. I mean, the reaction that they had when their town came on screen, and when Warp Zone came on screen, and when JD came on screen, and the applause and everyone standing up. Oh my goodness, it was phenomenal, dude. What do you think?
I'm
in shock right now.
This is like the film all over again. We think we have it all planned out. We know what's going to happen. It's like a 350-person theater, so that's a lot of people coming to see our film. Yeah. We had people that used to have stores in Columbus that came from out of town where their stores are now back just to see us because they remember the experience they had with us. And then, of course, the lineup that seemed a mile long to sign the DVDs.
Our signing was huge. Like it kept going, and I remember I turned to you a few times and just like, dude, what is going on here? Like it was such an honor to meet all those people, and I'm really honestly, God, I'm beside myself. I'm a little quiet now. I'm in shock, dude.
All right. Well, we always end these things with one last thing. Next stop, Du Bois.